I'm sorry, but my son will not be dating a black girl. He will not. Because yesterday we went to Six Flags, and when I tell you the pure level of disgust that I saw in these black girls that you independent queens are raising is purely disgusting and disturbing.
Ma'am, you're doing black girls a favor, because for you to be an adult woman comfortable calling little girls bitches and mother,
I'm like, why would you see it? She done put this on every black girl in the world.
The fact that multiple of you have went out and found my address and my location to cause harm to my children for saying the unruly behavior of the black girls that I witnessed at the Six Flags theme park is beyond me. I'm sorry, but my son will not be dating a black girl. He will not. Because yesterday we went to Six Flags, and when I tell you the pure level of disgust that I saw in these black girls that you independent queens are raising is purely disgusting and disturbing. I literally left early because my kids was looking like, what the hell is going on? And this is in the Bay Area, California. These girls, all of them unsupervised, in packs, unsupervised, no supervision, just running amok in the theme park. Multiple fucking fights break out, multiple. And I'm just like, okay, the police had to start patrolling the fucking park because these little bitches couldn't keep their hands to themselves. One little bitch about 12 years old talking about some, oh, fuck Jeremy, his small anyway, don't want to meet me. What do you mean it's small anyway? Girl, you are 12 to 13 years old. And then these other girls like, ooh, boo, boo, boo. And these dudes are like, y'all are hella chopped. Y'all are hella, it wasn't even the black boys. It was the girls. The girls was fighting, multiple fucking fights. Fucking parking lot shut down from fucking them little motherfuckers fighting. And then this white lady asked her not to talk like that. Her and her friends trying to fight the white lady. I'm like, just no self-respect, no fucking home training. And I see why, and I seen a lot of, when I seen the black boys with the white girls coupled up looking cute, I seen the Mexican kids, I seen the Asian, only ones outside acting a fucking ass was the black girls. And I'm specifically saying black girls. There was no black boys acting the ass. It was the black fucking girl. Oh, fuck that bitch, she bumped into me. You are 16 years old. Calm down. When I tell you, you bitches are raising little miniature fucking single fucking baby mamas, that's what the fuck y'all raising. Because them little motherfuckers don't respect themselves. They don't respect nobody else.
Her judgment was forged in anger for what she saw. This lady condemned the bad behavior of some black girls she saw at a theme park. She raised her voice for better character, behavior, and wisdom instead of just being ruled by impulse. That is a reasonable thing to request when in public, right? What did she experience? It was what she saw. Those girls displayed a profound failure of good judgment, but the reaction to her video was even more diabolical. And here comes the insane backlash.
Ma'am, you're doing black girls a favor, because for you to be an adult woman comfortable calling little girls bitches and motherfuckers, I can't imagine what you're instilling in your boys. So I think you're doing black girls a favor. I think they'll be absolutely okay not dating your sons. I'm absolutely sure, especially when you are so limited in your mindset that you think that black people are monolithic and you think that behavior is exclusive to black girls when people act like that in all places, in all spaces, and from all races. Girl, please.
Okay, so I just came from the video of the woman saying that her son would not be dating black girls. It's been all over my For You page. A lot of people are stitching it and giving their honest thoughts and opinions. So here's mine. I wanted to call her a coon, but me personally, in order for somebody to be a coon, I have to, you know what I'm saying? I have to like really listen to them and understand like, you know, the coonery. I don't be honest with you. I don't know how that one encounter with black girls sitting at Six Flags messed it up for all little black girls. I can't understand that, but however, that's just how she feel, and she said what she said. I'm going through the comments, and everybody's saying the same thing. Oh, black daddy's not being in the home. Father's not being in the home. Father's not being in the home. I've been telling y'all for years, when we are ready to start bashing deadbeats the same way y'all bash stepdaddies, then maybe we might just go forward. Because Russell Wilson gets a lot of hate for simply making sure that another black boy does not become another statistic. He gets so much hate for that, and I really can't understand why. The thing is, everybody is fucking, but nobody is raising kids. Y'all stop telling y'all boys to sleep around and stop promoting casual sex. Stop telling them that it's in their nature to fuck around and do this and that and the third. Then maybe the community might just go forward. The community might just be able to go forward. Because we can point the fingers at the moms all we fucking want to. But as a black man, you know she's not getting rid of the baby and all this other stuff. So the baby is here.
Baby, I cannot believe that young lady who got on the internet saying, I'ma teach my son not to date black girls. And she's a black girl. Like, she was like, I'ma teach my son not to date black women. I'm like, why would you say that? And why? She went to the theme park and she said that at the theme park they was acting irate and ghetto and hood and, you know, they was doing the most at the theme park. And so she just don't want her son with black girls because they too ghetto. She done put this on every black girl in the world. Okay? I don't know what type of, you know, thing she's going through, but that's self-hate. Like, what did you see? Baby, let me ask you this question. What did you see in them girls that reminded you of yourself to make you come on the internet with that statement? Because all black girls are not like what you see. And it's sad that I have to come here and tell you that. Because you of all people, being a black woman, know that the reflection that we get on the internet, on the news, on everywhere on the social media, that what they put out of us, that don't reflect all black people. We know that. We have enough of that going on. We have enough people saying who we are, what we do, and how we act, and just put it on all of us.
They decided to attack the woman, not to call for better home training, not to tell parents to quiz their kids about with whom they spend their time, not how they should curb their language and behave in public. No, they flooded her with a torrent of criticism, disagreement, and their own insidious personal analysis. In the arena of public discourse, this is to be expected. Women are other women's worst enemies. You cannot expect good when there are clicks, views, and money to be made. We live in a clickbait reactionary world. Only the people of bad behavior are proactive, not the good people. And if you criticize them, they lash out at you. But the crooked path of emotional reactivity rarely stops at a simple disagreement. It seeks not to correct, but to destroy.
I do want to take a moment to apologize for my statements in my video earlier about how my son wouldn't date a black girl. I do want to apologize about that because I didn't realize that people just accept the behaviors of black girls that I find impulsive, I find disgusting, and I find disturbing. So I do want to take a moment to apologize for that. If that is the behaviors that you guys accept, then that is the behavior that you guys accept. And I should not be judging people for what they believe in. You know, if you believe that they were okay in that behavior, then that is okay and that's what you accept. I mean, me personally, when I saw 4 girls trying to jump a white woman for her asking them not to say P-U-S-S-Y and D-I-C-K in front of her kid, and, you know, they're like 5 and 7-year-old girls, I personally feel like that was wrong. But again, you guys said that that's kids being kids, and that is fine. I've gotten a lot of backlash, and you know what? At the end of the day, if that's the way y'all are raising y'all kids and y'all feel like y'all kids can act that way, I am not one to judge. And again, my words, when I was saying it, I was very upset because of what I saw. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that my son wouldn't date a black girl. It's more or less like those type of black girls I would steer my son away from. And yes, I do give him guidance, and his dad does give him guidance to not put up with disrespect. You know what I mean? If a girl is going to be loud and disrespectful and fighting and a hooligan and all this other stuff, you don't deal with those type of girls, like, at all. So again, I think that the way that I viewed this younger generation, I guess I didn't have a clear understanding of it. But now that you guys have told me in multiple videos that I was wrong for calling them BITCHs and saying that they were, and was wrong for calling them HOEs for basically talking about penises and, you know, having sex and all this other stuff at 12 years old, I guess, you know, I just wasn't aware that that was okay in the community. You know what I mean? So I do apologize for that.
If you believe as we do that understanding character is key to navigating this crooked world, consider subscribing and joining our community. You won't want to miss what's next. She started out saying this is her apology, but she doubled down. Frankly, I don't believe she should have apologized. Their behavior was rotten, and the response she received was even more rotten to the core. She dished out an apology wrapped in sarcasm, and in this snap judgment of TikTok brain world, where no one will accept any form of acknowledgement of apology, she poured gasoline on the fire. She summoned the very worst demons of our Black culture.
The fact that multiple of you have went out and found my address and my location to cause harm to my children for saying the unruly behavior of the Black girls that I witnessed at the Six Flags theme park is beyond me. The amount of Black women in my inbox calling my kids ugly, making fun of my son, doing all these things just kind of proves my point, because at the end of the day, it's like, so you saying my son is ugly, you calling my daughters ugly, you calling them B-words, you're calling them nappy-headed, you're calling them all these things because I said, I gave you examples. I gave you facts of the behaviors that the children at the park were exerting. I didn't make up the behaviors. This is actually what happens. So you guys are saying that I am putting down Black women, that I am misjudging them, that I am doing this, and the fifth, when all I did was tell you the behaviors that we saw. The police had to pat my children down. The police had to look in my purse because they snuck weapons in. They were fighting each other. And so, yes, I was very upset. I was very upset because we drove 2 hours out. You guys say, oh, I'm sorry you live in the hood. No, we drove 2 hours out because my kids wanted to go to Fright Fest. So it was a big culture shock. But for you guys to inbox me and to inbox other people my address and things like that all over a video that had nothing to do with your own children or nothing to do with you in general, because I'm saying as a whole we all need to do better, is ridiculous. And another thing, it is a typical Black woman to say that my son will be gay. Every time a man doesn't agree with a woman, oh, he's gay. He's gay. Oh, her son's gonna be with the man. He's gay. He's gay. So all the he's gay comments because he's 11 will definitely be, you know, you'll be blocked for sure. And on top of that, it's kind of like, I tell you guys that a 12-year-old girl was talking about penis size. That's fine, kids will be kids. But then you sit here and call my son gay. How does that make sense? A grown woman condemning me for saying these things about another child, and then you come on my page and call my child gay.
And there it is, the final destination of unchecked emotional rage. They responded to a verbal indication of a group's character by abandoning their own, if they had one in the first place. Doxing her address, threatening her children. This is not justice. This is not criticism. This is not even activism. This is beyond that. This is a face of malice. They became the very monsters she rashly accused them of being, proving her wrong by acting in a way that was infinitely worse. What we have witnessed is the perfect storm of character failure. It begins with one woman's rashness making a sweeping condemnation based on a single emotional experience. It is then met by the greater, even greater, more dangerous rashness of a digital mob, which escalates from disagreement to dehumanization, and finally to threats of violence against children. Both sides are walking the crooked path. One is ruled by impulsive judgment, and the other by impulsive malice. The straight path of sober judgment was available to all. It is the path that separates the action from the person, the path that critiques a bad idea without seeking to destroy the person who had it. It is the path of self-control. This event is a scar on our culture. It reveals a society so addicted to outrage that it will burn down a family's safety for a fleeting hit of self-righteous fury. The choice of which character to build is always ours. The choice is always yours. Thank you for joining us at Skolias Geneas.